Let's talk about suppressing geometry within active assemblies. This is actually a pretty powerful and handy function. So if you're dealing with overloaded bills of materials, and you know specific things that need to be suppressed, this is actually a pretty handy function. So we're going to type in suppress model, of course. And by default, it's going to take the active assembly, and then we can specify a specific name. So if we wanted to, let's say, get rid of all the screws that are in here, we just type in screw.prt. And when we run this, and then I'm going to do Control G to just regenerate the tree so we can see that in fact it's changed the status on those things. Those models are not deleted, they're just suppressed currently. So if I come in and resume these items, now they're back alive. If you go and you suppress something that has children, for example, let's take a look at the screen. So if I come in and change this to screen.prt and run that, you can see that it did in fact suppress the gasket that was assembled to that reference there. Let's go ahead and resume these items, and then I want to let's do a wildcard. So you can also come in and say s*.prt for an example, and this also work with assemblies if you have subassemblies. And you can see here that it's gone in, and if I do Control G to refresh the tree, it's suppressed anything that starts with S and also any children that are associated with those also. So let's do one last thing. I'm gonna quit window, erase memory, and you can see we have nothing in session. Now let's go actually open up that assembly again. But now I'm going to quit window, and I'm just going to pull up like a different model, just a cone. So that assembly is still in session. It's just not active is the point here. So if we type in speaker.asm and run this command, now that we have that completed, I'm going to close this window. Oops, let's close this window, open up our assembly that's in session, and you can see that it in fact did perform those suppressions on the in session model. It didn't have to be active in this particular